There are 3 reasons why a potential client won't click that button when they're on your website, and they are fear, overwhelm, or inertia. And in today's video, I want to talk to you about how to overcome your potential client's fear of clicking that button. So the reason someone might be afraid to click, which seems like a strong emotion, but the reason they might be afraid is because they don't want to waste their money, they don't want to waste their time, maybe they've had a bad experience before and they don't want to repeat it. So there's lots of different nuances around being afraid. And the way to kind of overcome this is to think about the experience when you're actually talking face to face with somebody in a shop scenario, or potentially even on a call or a Zoom. You can ask all the questions that you have in your head and get them answered then and there. If you have any reservations about whether this is going to be a right fit, or if you have any questions about what's going to happen in 5 years' time, or all those things that go on in your head, you can ask them then and there, you can get the answer, and if you feel comfortable enough, you can then make the purchase. We don't have that luxury when someone's on our website. We may have a chat functionality, but it's not necessarily going to be the same thing. So what we have to do is preempt the questions that that person might have, or even the reservations they might have. So there's 2 ways of doing it. The first thing you can do is you can sit down and think about having a face-to-face conversation with a real person, with a real client. What might they ask you about the offer you're trying to sell them? What reservations might they have? So first of all, you want to think of all the questions that they might ask you and answer them. It might be in the form of a Q&A, or it might be that you create different sections on your webpage to answer those different questions they might have. The other way of doing it is thinking about objections, hesitations, and reservations. So instead of thinking of questions they might ask, think of reasons they might say no. So think about all the reasons they might have for being hesitant to click that button, or objections to something that's happened before, or money or time, or whatever it is. List those and instead answer those in your copy. So there's 2 different ways of doing it. You do it question-based or you do it hesitation-based. But either way, what you want to do is act as though you are having that face-to-face conversation with them. So as they're reading, they're having their questions answered. And by the end of the copy, then they're going to feel a lot more comfortable to click the button, whatever that end call to action might be. The trick here is to overcome their fear. Help them feel comfortable, help them feel that you get them, help them feel that all their questions have been answered. And that is just a great way of helping boost their conversion rate on a website.